welcome back to Center Stage here at PrimeTime in Orlando. I am super excited. Chris Kirk.
How are you?
I'm great.
Good to
How
see
are
you,
you
Amy.
doing?
I'm great, doing wonderful.
VP of Business and Financial Services. I appreciate you taking some time to come hang out on Center Stage with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's going great. How about you?
It's going wonderful. We're having a great time.
It has been a fantastic 4 days. We are in the throes of our second day here on the show floor, and we have a lot to talk about. So for right now, we are just going to focus on financial services because they in themselves are
it's
bevy.
An entity. That's right.
It's a whole lot to talk about. So let's get started. Just how are things going for the financial services team here at the show?
Yeah, we're getting great responses from the members, from the vendors. There's a lot of business, a lot of activity, a lot of focus on financial services at the show.
That is wonderful. Well, I know that consumer financing has really changed over the past couple of years. The pandemic just changed how people shop for things and how they pay for things.
Absolutely.
So what are some of the changes that you have seen coming through the industry, and how have our retailers responded to the offerings that our service providers have available?
We're seeing tremendous growth in consumer finance alone, right? You think about everybody staying inside, not traveling, not going out to eat. They had a lot more cash with the stimulus as well. Those savings accounts have started to diminish. As they go away, they're going to need credit again. So we've worked closely with Wells Fargo and Synchrony and all of our financial providers to make sure customers do have access to cash to complete that sale. We know that 60% of purchases for appliances are made out of duress. So if they don't have the cash, they need the money somehow.
Right.
We want to make sure they can get it through a primary, secondary, or tertiary lender.
And also a lot of those solutions are available to apply for online or through, personal devices, text to apply, contactless applications.
Absolutely.
Lots of new technology advancements that are coming.
Yeah.
But for the things that are available on websites, those are also very easy to integrate into NMG websites, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. So RWS and Site on Time have done a great job integrating all the services that we have. So apply and buy through Wells Fargo and Synchrony, UON, Progressive, Zip, is a buy now, pay later service that we've seen a lot in Verizon in the last 12 or 18 months. So all of our services we have out there all integrate in not just RWS and Site on Time, but also third-party websites as well.
That is fantastic. So lots of ways to find product, to buy product, to pay for product. Really great.
Not only that, but we've integrated with like RWS and Site on Time so that they can see what those payments look like. So you can see that $1,000 purchase is affordable for $75 right there on the product page, and they get that early mindset of consumer finance and understanding they can afford those payments.
And we've also found that retailers who offer consumer financing see the ASP actually go up because as consumers know that they've got a limit to spend, sometimes they will, choose to add on additional products.
Sure, and Synchrony and Wells Fargo also have a pre-qual now too. That's a soft credit hit, so it can show you that customer before they even fill out a hard application and go through the full FICO score check that you can see how much you're qualified for. That helps in that purchase decision going into it, knowing I can spend up to $5,000-$6,000 on this purchase.
That's fantastic. And the technology that we talked about, we had a chance on this stage to talk with our friends at Wells and at Synchrony. And so we got to talk about some of those technological advancements whereby people can apply with their phones. They can do it, scan and apply. They can text to apply. They can do it in the store. They don't have to fill out paperwork.
Nope.
There's no, possibility of their social security number moving on to somebody else. Everything is contained and is secure.
Like many things, the pandemic really accelerated, technology and the way we use different products. One of them is that text to apply or scan to apply QR codes. So customers do feel much safer, right? I'm not putting my social security down on a piece of paper and then some sales reps then put it in the back room and you don't know where it's going. So the customers are more apt to fill out that credit app knowing they can do it on their device.
So now these are great options for consumers, but let's also talk about, we have financing available for retailers for inventory financing. So talk with us a little bit about the options that are available here.
So North Point and Wells Fargo CDF both have programs, both here at PrimeTime. They work really, really close with our vendor partners. So they will extend terms so that members can buy deeper here at the show. There's a lot of cashback now offers going on. Members are stocking up their warehouses. They need some additional terms just like our consumers do. So that they can bring this stuff in and then we can help them push it out the door as well. So up to 120 days, 150 days sometimes you can get from inventory financing. Additional specials when they sign up here at the show or if they add a new brand to some of our vendors.
And the great thing too is that you don't have to choose either or. You can actually partner with both Wells and North Point.
We encourage that, right? Like it's good to have an additional credit line so those members can do it. You select one brand that goes on one vendor partner, but giving them options, just like we have options for website providers and consumer finance providers, it's not a one-size-fits-all for our members. We understand they're independent retailers and they're going to do exactly what they need to do. So we want to make sure they have those options and are able to do that.
That's great. And I know that there are also some special promotions that were available here in Orlando for members.
Yeah, we're giving away iPads and Yeti coolers and all sorts of stuff to come by and talk to the dealers. But in addition to that, we brought down the consumer finance rate to low, pricing for those members, 18 months at $299, 48 months at $999. So it's a great sell-through promotion and incentive for members to get here to PrimeTime with us.
And those are only available here at PrimeTime.
That's right. You got to be here at PrimeTime to get access to those codes.
But I'm sure that we may have something similar, at least when we come back together again in March,
we have a very, very robust calendar, though, even for fourth quarter. So if you weren't here and you missed out for whatever reason, we sure did miss you. But we do have some promotions that are running for fourth quarter to help them sell through for the rest of the year.
Okay.
But yeah, absolutely. Come next March. When we're together, we'll be having some PrimeTime specials running again.
Yeah. Now, I know that, on Sunday we had a really great general session. Tom Hickman sat down with Charlie Doherty from Wells Fargo, and they talked about some of the macroeconomic influences on what's going on with our retailers. So what was your takeaway from that as you kind of sat there and listened?
It was a great session. I really appreciate Charlie's insight and where we're going. Right, it helped us get prepared for the back half of the year and understand what happened in the front half of the year a little bit better. Couple of things that stood out to me. One is, the population. We have the largest population, I think he said, of 25 to 35-year-olds right now. These guys are in the stage where they're getting married, buying houses, buying appliances, buying their first bed, making sure we're targeting that population. They may not have a built-up credit history. Right. So making sure that we do have, and they may not have the income right now either. So making sure we have options to service those 25 to 35-year-old population so that they can get everything they need for their new house and their new life.
Wonderful. Well, so anything else that you want to talk about? What else can members expect to see over the next 3, 6, 12 months from financial services?
Yeah, I think they're just going to see an increased demand. So they're going to need money. Right? It's the money is dried up.
Everybody needs more money.
That's right. So are your customers. Make sure you kind of brush off. Business has been coming at you. They've had cash on hand. Make sure that your customers are mentioning it early, mentioning it often, giving them all the resources that they need and able to make that purchase.
All right, great. So I know that all of our vendor partners are here on the show floor. Your team is here on the show floor. For members who were not able to come to Orlando, though, they can always find you all through MemberNet.
Yep, absolutely.
So contact us through MemberNet. Come out to PrimeTime in Dallas, right?
Yeah, we're here to help. So make sure you call.
All right, perfect. Chris Kirk, thank you very much for joining us here on CenterStage. Thank you for joining us here on CenterStage, and be sure to come back soon because Chris is going to be back shortly. We're going to be talking about business services. Stick around.